Hello, everyone. It's KP Carter, the Literacy Whisperer, and I want you to do me a favor and share. I'm going to invite some of my friends who I'm pretty sure they said they were going to come. And hello. Please share this time. I have some great things that I want to share with you. And hello. Please share. So hi there. Hi. I am KP Carter, the Literacy Whisperer. Welcome to the first episode of What's Up Wednesday. Yes, I am the world's only readologist. I'm the author of the Lizzie B. Hayes children's book series, creator of 10 Steps to Reading Success Parent Workshop series, and creator of Hi There, hi. Let me keep waving to my folks. Also the creator of the Rockstar Reader Academy, where I can help your child become a reading rock star in record time. Yes. So, are you worried? Just think about this. Are you worried that your child might not be reading on grade level, or they may be 1 or 2 grade levels behind? Would your child rather do anything but read? Anything? Are they so hooked on their devices that they just have a hard time even focusing on reading? For just a moment, close your eyes if it'll help you. You don't have to if you don't want to. But just imagine a world where your child is confident. They are able to approach unknown words with confidence and sound them out. And they're able to make meaning about what they read. That means they understand what they read, they comprehend, and they are critical thinkers. Now, I want you to imagine that your child is excited about reading. That, my friends, is a reading rock star. It's not someone who does everything perfect, because we all know that there's no such thing as perfection. It's that they're confident, they do their best, they try hard. That's a reading rock star. Again, thank you for joining. On Wednesdays, I will be sharing answers to the questions that you've been sending in to me, things that I've heard from parents throughout the years, and I will share important literacy information with you. I know from all of my years of teaching and being an educator, over 35 years, hundreds of parents of all of the children that I served, they would just ask me, Miss Carter, just tell me what to do at home. Can you just tell me how to help my child? I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. So that's why I put together 10 Steps to Reading Success, that workshop series, to help you, to help today's parents understand the practices and strategies that they can adapt and implement. That's the key. It's one thing to participate in my workshops, but it's another thing to actually implement what you learn. That is the key. So let me ask you this. Have you heard about my Kids Night Out virtual book launch party? Well, it's going to be on August 4th at 7 p.m. It's a virtual book launch for my latest book, Lizzie B. Hayes and the Great Camp Caper, 2nd edition. Children are going to learn about bullying, having fun in the summer, being a bystander, and they're going to get some tips on how to deal with those things. So you can go to my website, kpcarterwrites.com. That's WRITES.com. And you can register your child or sponsor a child that you love, that you care about. Now, in today's newsletter, I have a newsletter that's called Wednesday Wisdom. I shared step 2 of my 10 Steps to Reading Success Parent Workshop. Step 2 is, drum roll, read with your child every day. Yes, and I gave you some tips on how to do that, why that is important. So one of the tips was spend time reading and talking with your child about what they read. Believe me, I understand that you have busy schedules and your work is demanding. I raised sons who are now full-grown adults, and I had a full-time job and many other responsibilities. But you'd be surprised at how much it means to a child if you just take 10, 15 minutes to start each day, reading with them, listening to how they read, checking to see if they read fluently, and making sure that they're not spending so much time focusing on how to pronounce words that it's damaging their comprehension. They're spending so much time trying to read the words that they're not able to just understand what they read. I'll put it in the comment. kpcarterwrites.com. And maybe I should. Yes, that is it. Okay. So now my website is pinned, so you'll be able to see it. Okay. Another one of the tips that I gave today was visit points of interest and find locations that are of interest and get books about those areas and read about them and talk about them. Okay? You would be surprised. Museums, where you're going on your next vacation. Do some research. Let your child help with the research to find out about that area, books on those topics, and read with them. Another tip that I gave today was be a reading role model. Okay? When your child sees you reading, when they can catch you reading and enjoying it, 9 times out of 10, not 100%, I admit, but 9 times out of 10, it will encourage your child to read. Okay? So now, we know that our children often copy what they see us do more so than what we tell them to do. Okay? So be that reading role model for your child. Okay? Now, for those of you who have just joined, I want you to just keep in the top of your mind that August 4th is my Kids Night Out virtual book launch party on August 4th. So check it out. It'll be great fun. Your children are going to learn 3 tips about being bully proof and 3 tips to prevent the bystander syndrome. Fun. We're going to have games and music. It'll be a great time. Now, I see a question in the comments. It says, I'm a provider. What books are good for toddlers in my program? So I will, in the comments, I will add some books that would be really good for toddlers to help them to get used to being with books, turning the pages, learning their letters, learning their colors. All of that is so important. Even though the books that I write, this is the one that my most recent one, even though my books are for grades ages 8 to 12, I am a certified reading specialist. And before I retired, I was the director for language arts and testing for my entire school district for K to 12. So I'll have some suggestions for you in the comments. Now, Here's a question. Let me read this question. Someone sent this to me, and it's something that I know affects a lot of people. Not everyone, but this is a common issue. The person wrote, I don't really like to read. This is a parent. I don't really like to read. It was not my favorite thing to do when I was in school, and I had a hard time understanding. With comprehension. How am I going to read with my child every day? Well, thank you for that question. I don't know if you're listening now, but hopefully you'll see this in the recording when I post it. Reading with your child helps you and them. That helps your child you don't want your child to deal with the same things that you dealt with when you were in school. So you have to be that role model and make the time to read with them. I hope that helps. I'll put some other little tips in the comments as well. Okay? So does anyone else have any questions? Thank you. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Before we go, just a reminder, I'm KP Carter, the Literacy Whisperer, the world's only readologist, and I help all children to become reading rock stars. Now, does that mean they're going to be perfect at everything they do? No, but I can tell you this, practice makes progress. And when I work with your child or work with you to help your child or work with your parent group, it will really make a transformation with your child. It will help them to be confident and to want to read. That's the key, getting your child to want to read. And I have a lot of good tips about that. Someone asked another question, are my books on my website? Yes, my books are on the website. Please I pinned my website so you can check it out. Now, don't forget, Kids Night Out, virtual book launch party for my latest book, Lizzie B. Hayes and the Great Camp Caper, which happens to be book 2 in my series, is going to be on August 4th, Friday, August 4th at 7 o'clock. It's going to be a fun time. Even though it's virtual, we're going to be playing games and listening to music, and your children will learn 3 tips to be bully-proof, and 3 tips to avoid the bystander syndrome. Okay? Let's see if I have any more questions. I think I answered them all. Thank you so much for joining. And if I don't see any more questions. So, until next time, I wish you love, laughter, and literacy. See you next Wednesday.